Hello everybody. Welcome to Healing Light Energy Movement. Today I am doing a healing focused on this upcoming eclipse and new moon. I have many tools of frequency and sound here to help us heal and align and release what needs to be released and manifest profound and be the creators that we are by whatever means comes through us to do so. We all have gifts. And it's about discovery of those gifts. It's about self-discovery and being our best self. So welcome to what God calls Oshaih healing. It is a master of all modalities. So it is like Reiki. It is like light healing. It's everything all in one. I use many different tools, like I said. And God gave me that name, Oshaih healing. And he said it represents and it means that of the descendant of the sun. So from that of the descendant of the sun, descendant of the sun. So that is what we are focusing through today. It is called Oshaih healing. But kind of like Reiki, kind of like AS, there's a little bit of everything all in one. And guided healing, light healing. You come here to heal, okay? So if that is you and you are still with me, welcome. Welcome to your healing. I am here through the light of the one and the sun and the moon and here for you as well. I also have new download symbol for connecting to the sun and the moon. It is a partial lunar eclipse during the new moon, okay? And so I have a new symbol that connects you to both the sun and the moon for that purpose. All right, so let's begin. I have on my hand an oil. It holds oils and it has rosemary and lavender. Okay, so we have rosemary and lavender engulfing the energy today because that's what Spirit called for to help us connect. All right, so we're going to begin with a beautiful cleansing of the air. So I want you, if possible, to put your feet on the ground if you can. If you can't, that is okay, but it will help you connect more. And your palms and your energy open and facing up in receptivity mode. Being receptive to the healing, being open to receiving without expectations. To being open to release emotions even if it requires grieving. To allowing the flow of emotions to be free. So hopefully you can hear the water noise in the background because the element of water and fire are being called forth today as well. To help us with this eclipse, of course. Fire for the sun. Water for the moon. It is time for all to see the truth of what has been done. So I call on the Creator and all the angels and beings of light and your higher self to anchor you into this space and time. It is timeless regardless of when you find this. I call in all of our energy to the center point of nothingness and everything all at the same time. To the center point of nowhere and everywhere all at the same time. And I'm going to, in my mind's eye, sprinkle salt all around us for protection. So your energy is profoundly being called in. So just kind of relax your body with each breath. With each inhale you take, breathe in prana energy, chi, the earth, and exhale any tension, any fear, any yuck you might be feeling. So we'll take a moment to just breathe. Breathing in through the nose, ever so gently and deeply into the tummy. And releasing out with profound intent of releasing any muck. As I draw up a cord from the core of the earth that also connects to the tree roots around the earth And I'm going to draw it up through your Earth Star chakra to your feet and wrap it around your ankles ever so gently and pull you down to the earth while you focus on breathing. I'm also surrounding us with the energies of the trees. So I see beautiful, like large redwood trees and large ancient trees that used to always be all across the northern hemisphere that they actually cut down. There are still some at the great northern hemisphere, and there are still some on the west coast. However, the ones on the west coast are going through a transformation. So we connect to the ones by the great northern star, the northernest hemisphere. Like Northeast Asia, I think, is where it came through. So I'm calling in the energy of those trees to surround you, to help ground you and support you for this healing. And I draw down your energy to the earth. And the language I use is the language of the gods. It has been returned. It was returned through clearing Mount Shasta and healing the sun and the moon and activating the pyramids too. And I did all that other work on my other channel. So just relax your breath. Begin breathing normally. As I draw down any muck and tension from you that keeps you from grounding. Echo, volume up. I need the water in here. If it's too loud for you, you can mute it. I don't know how well you can hear it, but I want it to be quite profound for right now. As along with the trees, I am bringing in a river of abundance, a river of justifications, a cleansing river to flow all around you. Commanding the water to come in and around you, in the energy, in the ethereal, to help cleanse, detox, and expand you. I do burp when I release, so forgive any burpings. But it is the healer that I am. I will now use my sigil to connect you with the moon and the sun. And the eclipse, and the new moon energy. And before I bring down fully the moon and the sun light, because I'm going to also bring it down through our chakras, I'm going to cleanse you in our energy with a bay leaf. and selenite. They are asking for both. Kind of healer that I am, I can see your insides. I mean, it's true. I see everything I need to see through free will. So as I'm removing this dense energy, it's not just in your chakras. It's in the layers of you. All of you. Mind, body, and soul. Nice releasing. Please forgive that. I never knew when I grew up I was going to burp in people's faces for a living, but I've accepted this about 4 years ago. So I hope you do as well. I didn't learn from anybody. I had a sudden Kundalini awakening that changed my life, my path, and began the return of the God's work. And I just knew what to do. That is the master. And I worked at getting better at allowing myself to be free, just like we all need to do. Following the heart path. Now they are calling for one more sigil. It is the full embodiment and connection, now that we have connected you to the moon and the sun, which is also the divine masculine and feminine. To the Merkaba connection. Hola yo. Hola kuaya tarai tayo. Hola cantayo yo ala yo wa. Por un conto yo yo wa. This is for the heart. There's a connection between the Merkaba and the heart coming through. Hola canto yo. Palacantilio ya Ancontoya ilayo Parahiayo Balakionto. For a moment they're calling on some chakra bowls. We have the root, Echo. Volume down 1. Now I will begin drawing down the sun and the moon through your chakras. Both the sun, the moon, and the northern star energy to help be our guiding light and balancing of the masculine and feminine as well. Both the sun and the moon together with the fire koshi chime or koshi bell, depending upon what you call it. The element of fire. So I draw down the sun and the moon from high in the heavens above together with a northern star to help balance and guide. Coming down through your upper chakras. The 33rd. Cleansing, removing any debris and anxiety. There's fear, there's guilt and shame here. And somebody's 33rd chakra. Somebody is processing some of a past life as well. So it may get overwhelming and you may not fully comprehend on the external. But you do want a soul level. So Saint Germain is also coming in with the Akasha records. Drawing the light down now into the 32nd chakra. More balancing, repair. And turning your compass inward in the 32nd chakra. Cosmic rays surrounding us. There's a little debris in the 32nd chakra. I'm removing on the side of the sun. I'm taking all three components, the sun and the moon and the northern star, down into the 31st and the 30th. Divine connection to the moon and the sun and the one, to all things light. There's a little shadow here on the moon side in the 31st chakra. Drawing out to the surface for you to clear through choices and disguise. Going down now into the 29th or 28th chakra. Ooh. I heard the words treacherous demise in the 28th chakra, and I feel like this is past life. Healing and clearing. Lessons surfacing. Choose wisely to the things of love and self-growth. Strength. Honor. So the 28th chakra also resonates with truth. Truth setting us free. Doing a nice little detox cleanse here with the sun and the moon and the northern star in your 28th chakra. I am a master light healer. I just command the light. True master healer of all modalities, so there isn't one that I can't do. We're actually rewriting them and bringing them through pure light into new earth. So I'm going into the 27th and 26th. Somebody has a talent here that they haven't accessed, or maybe they did once, but they thought it was just not going to pay the bills, right? Like I almost feel like you were told it's not going to pay the bills. And it's allowing that talent to surface again and hearing the call of it. Follow that talent. Bring it forward again. Whoever that resonates with, I get chills when I said that. Bring it forward again, like now. I feel like you've been hearing the call, but you just keep silencing it because you're too busy working or surviving. But it is going to create for you. You will create through that talent as long as you allow it to grow and flow. 25th chakra and into the 24th and 23rd. Sun, moon, and great northern star. I'm also drawing in the roots of the trees here into the 23rd chakra. Remember, we have the elements of water. Hopefully you can hear that still. And fire. And the trees surrounding you. And 25th chakra, I hear resistance to change. I'm sorry, the 23rd chakra. They corrected me. 23rd chakra, I'm hearing resistance to change. Matrix component, so we're going to cut that tie, remove it, balance and cleanse this chakra. And in your auric field, you have a layer that connects to these chakras that is also cleansing at the same time. And going into the 22nd chakra, detoxing the body, the soul, and the mind. Balance restored, and connection to the pure love and light of the divine. If your lens is not of love, you're not rising above. Don't judge. Love. We have to rise in unity, support, love, not judgment and division. There's limitations presenting in the 22nd chakra, and they come through your mind. Being aware of those, the Akasha Records is lighting up when I say that. It's about being aware of them, recognize them, and taking your power back each time. Choosing love and trust, self-trust, and even vulnerability, and you will be safe. some fear here. I'm going down now into the 21st chakra. And the 20th. The 19th. There's some anxiety in the 19th. It presents as like brown muck, like murky waters. The emotions are trapped. So anxiety is a representation of something needed released. It's your body trying to tell you you're in a false timeline and you need to heal something. And focus on now. Call your power back. Heal the root cause. And do not focus on the future or the past. We must leave the past behind. And what you do now creates your tomorrow. Eighteenth chakra, the word I hear is disturbance. There's been some disturbance in your inner energy field. There's also somebody here who needs to focus on kidney health. I'm actually hearing this through the 18th chakra. I haven't even gotten your body yet. But I can see it in the 18th chakra as the kidneys are screaming for love. So focus on kidney health, okay? Seventeenth and 16th chakra. 15th chakra, sun, moon, and northern star energy coming in. Element of fire and water, helping to cleanse, and the trees helping to ground you the whole way. 14th and 13th chakra. So I'm hearing in the 13th chakra, pay attention to illusions in disguise. Like illusions of grandeur are trying to sever ties and divide you. This is important. And there is a backed up genetic DNA healing and cleanse for somebody as well that needs to come through when these illusions of grandeur are cleared. The choices come through you. So what is really true and what is not? What is really true and what is not? Is it your mind or your heart guiding you? 13th chakra. The 13th chakra is quite significant. That is where I undid the Sistine Chapel through. When I undid that on my other channel too. I undid that as well. It was not what you think it was. So there we go with illusions of grandeur plaguing you. Illusions. Trying to divide and conquer. Going down now into the 12th and 11th chakra. Balance. Clarity. Manifestation upgrade in the 11th chakra. Through the sun and the moon and the northern star. Clarity. Peace. In the 11th chakra, I'm calling for an attunement. So I see the north, the east, the south, and the west, but I've also healed it, where I brought the west to connect back to the north in the return of the God's work, and we recalibrated the earth. So those rising need to recalibrate to the new equilibrium, and that is happening for somebody in their 11th chakra right now. It's beginning in your 11th chakra, and it will take about 3 days to 6 days to process fully. And it's affecting your solar plexus, your equilibrium, and your root chakra. So I can see your 11th, and it's like I'm turning it from the north to the east, and I'm also tilting it slightly on its axis to realign. And then from the east to the south, turning the 11th chakra from the south to the west, but this is a recalibrated line. It does not align with the old earth. It's new earth alignment. And the west back to the north, anchored into the highest divine love, light, and support. And then I have to like tilt it up from like center to the equator line, coming up a little bit towards the northern side of things. Up, the sky. And I'm going to anchor this in and quickly attach it to the solar plexus and your root for whoever's ready for that. That's somebody who's aligned with that part of healing. It takes every step of the way. You'll know by day 3 and 6 what comes your way and how your body responds. So they're actually saying you might detox, you could get jittery, you could feel clammy, you could feel dizzy. These healings are very real. They're saying stay hydrated, stay grounded, and if you feel wonky, don't get in a car. Ground first and breathe and be calm. Listen to your body and rest as needed, and make sure you're hydrated in every way. And I'm hearing again kidney issues. Pay attention to somebody's kidneys here. So we're going down now to the 10th chakra, the 9th chakra, the 8th. So some people were stopped here. It's like I'm blocked. I can't get past this point for somebody. They have healing that's required. So stunted growth is what I heard. For somebody. It's just one person, I feel. A bit of stunted growth. So the Akasha Records is coming into play. Pay attention to the nudges of the heart to regroup and realign and bring it all through. And going down now into the crown chakra. Sun and the moon and northern star. So I'm also being called to the causal chakra here. Connection, connecting both together. All major and minor chakras of your head. And into the third eye to recalibrate the third eye as well, I'm hearing. Something also about the crystalline grid connection. I need to connect it to somebody's crown and third eye. This is new earth applied. Old earth is falling. It does not exist in the old earth anymore at all. All light's been returned to the new earth. So to have access to those things, we have to rise. But for somebody, it is being activated in the crown, the third eye, the causal. So the eye of Horus and the eye of Ra, the left and the right side of your pineal gland, your pituitary gland, your hypothalamus, and even your thyroid is being affected. Excuse me. And now we're going down into the throat. And that is where I feel the resistance rising. You must speak truths. You must be truth. You can't bring anything but truth of yourself and others into the light. Illusions of grandeur. Guided by ego. So a little ego annihilation of the throat. With the sun and the moon and the northern star. Forgive the burping. But it is a good thing. Conditioned responses coming out here in the throat chakra. Be aware of what you speak. It must be truth. Excuse me. To work in this light, you also affect all of mankind. So do your part and realize that what you do affects everybody. So choose love, and you will help everyone. Choose truth and honor, valor, faith in God, and co-creation of the One, the sun and the moon. Excuse me, lots of releasing here. So in the throat, in between the throat and the heart is a block. I'm gonna draw a lot of light in here. I feel it on the right side, but I need both the sun and the moon here. With the great northern starlight. Ooh. You know, truth can hurt, but lies hurt worse, don't they? Untruths hurt more than truth, don't they? That's the truth. Illusions. Deep grief here. Like, I feel like somebody stabbed you. Like, it's almost like somebody stabbed you in the back, but it's not in the back, it's in the neck. So maybe with their words, maybe promises they didn't keep. Or was it promises you didn't keep about yourself? Are you aligned with your soul, or are you detached here? Somebody was a bit detached from their soul side of things. Drawing in more light here to the throat. Oh, there's more coming up. I'm also hearing 275 hertz that I'm bringing into the throat here. And like a blue calcite. And some chalcedony. And now we're able to start going down into the heart space. So somebody has a buildup of stress enzymes in the heart. You know, we always often think of cortisol affecting our stomach. It affects our heart too. So find out where your stressors are and release them. Limit stress within your environment. Limit stress within your environment. So I will send a little light to the heart because Spirit's calling me to do so. So it's through free will. But you must eliminate stress. False timelines are affecting you. Now we are deeply connecting the throat to the heart. As I'm going down into the heart, more stuff is coming up. So I'm bringing down more sun and moon and the northern star. Somebody's out of balance from their heart center. They're not balancing through the heart center, which is New Earth Blueprint. Completely heart-centered reality. Own your truths. You must own your soul path truths. No illusions of grandeur. Balancing the heart center. Bringing in more sun and moon here and the northern star. I'm hearing conditioned responses. Somebody is reacting from ego and conditioning of the matrix. Fear. Somebody is not living their soul path. I hear fly like a bird. I want to get away. I don't know where my home is. You need to align with your soul path. So a little bit of recalibration applying here. And turning your compass inward. for somebody. Starting to go down now into the solar plexus. A little lie is just as big as a huge one. And it takes your power away. You give it to the shadow when you can't own truth or see truth or be truth or live through truth. You are not in your power. There's also some past life regressions occurring here, past life clearing and alignment that needs to occur. And your karmic lessons are circling around. Pay attention and choose differently this time. Do things differently this time. Drawing in the sun and the moon here in the Great Northern Star, more into the solar plexus. Also connecting the solar plexus to the causal chakra and the eye of Horus and the eye of Ra. Gut-brain health, gut-brain connection. Your higher self connection restored. So there's a white line cord coming from somebody's higher self, and it's connecting through the vessel, through the chakra systems, and it will continue down as we go. Sometimes people are here to teach us lessons, not to remain a lifetime. Being willing to let go, and I'm also hearing surrender. Surrender to the soul's path. If you choose to. It's really up to you. But that is the only way to rise. And you can't see it till you clear the shadow all the way. So there's shadow coming out here. So it's rising out of the solar plexus and it's becoming like a shadow figure behind you, casted by the sun and the moon. And it will be up to you to detach from that shadow through choices and being in your power. Ooh, nice big release there. Ooh. I need a little extra northern starlight here. So I'm bringing it right on down into almost the center of the solar plexus, but also more heightened on the right side. Oh. So I feel it rising from the solar plexus into my throat as I did that. Yeah, somebody's more focused on ego and greed and illusions of grandeur, so you have to be careful with those. It's not real. What matters is we're all connected, and everything you do affects everyone. Truths are required. Soul path is required, and that's okay. Power depletion. There's still something that rose from the solar plexus to the throat. So I'm going to bring in more sun and moon and the northern star here into the solar plexus, connecting to the throat. Again, owning your truths and being in your power. Somebody's giving too much power away. I'm depleted. It's a comfort zone, but it won't remain that either way. The only comfort will be found in balance from the heart space going forward. New Earth is here. Just a little more. I can't go past the solar plexus yet. We're not here for fast. We're here for true healing. So that's what we are here for. So I need to detach from a timeline of rushing, thinking forward too much, and backwards. I can feel that like ripping out of the sidewall of my solar plexus. It's a matrix component. It's a false system of time. Oh, I can feel it. We must grieve some of the past. So there's like a loss here. Somebody lost like a brother or a loved one. I see a male figure on the other side, and it's connected to some grief in the solar plexus. Ow. It's holding you back in the past, and it also makes you fear the future. Oh. And this gentleman, this man, he's on the other side, and I would say he's maybe in his 20s. Mid-20s, maybe 25 to 27, it looks like. At least that's how he's presenting. On the other side, it may either be the age he passed, or it might be what he feels the best at. But that's what he's presenting at. He's like, see me at my best, not at the end. See me at my best, not the way it was in the end. My mental health is better now. Like, I feel like it might been due to mental health. I'm happy, I'm safe, I'm free. I keep hearing I'm free. And I see his head, like his brain, like the left side of his brain. Something to do with the left side of his brain. So he's helping you release this grief for somebody. He's helping you release this grief. It's attached to your solar plexus. Because of that, you're really having a hard time living alone, let alone in the moment. So you're still stuck in that at that time. Like, could I have done something different? Could I have helped this person? What should I have done? You're taking blame on where blame could not have been anything yours. There is no responsibility on your end. You could not have stopped it. It had to do with something of the brain. The left side of the brain and the amygdala. And he says, I'm better now. And please forgive me. I'm sorry and I love you. And please know that I have the twinkle in my eye back. And I am okay. Please forgive me. I'm sorry and I love you. I set you free. There is no blame. I set you free. There is no shame. I set you free. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I love you. And then he went, whew. I'm all emotional, forgive me. He was beautiful, it was just beautiful. Sorry, and I think I'm also releasing for somebody. Oh, there's deep grief now. There's just like, whew. Like I needed to hear that. Somebody needed to hear that. Oh, gosh. Sorry, I feel like I'm releasing for somebody. But it was necessary. Oh. It also cleared karma, they're saying. Whoever was tied with that, I don't know. You can let me know in the comments, but you don't have to. That was mighty personal. It will relate to somebody that does this healing at some point. I almost want to say it was like a brother and sister. The brother's on the other side. At least that's how it feels. Like a very strong connection here. And I feel like the female might be still alive, or at least that's what's presenting. They just could be feminine. It just depends on their dominant side. But it's like I see the female here, and I feel the male on the other side. Sibling, like a sibling connection. I heard deep grief releasing and the fundamentals of change. Forgiveness. Pure forgiveness and healing the veil, like healing the bond. Clearing the karma and healing the bond. Clearing the karma and healing the bond helps clear it for our generations to come. So they also want to say that. So there is a DNA clearing here as well for that person. So it's a karmic tie. Going down now from the solar plexus to the sacral and navel area. With the sun and the moon and the northern star. I hear conditional release. And you need to access that creative side. I'm hearing that again. Somebody has a huge gift to share. And I feel like people need to hear it. I keep hearing hear it and see it. I went back up into my throat. Be aware of where you're giving your power. I need to bring in more northern star into the sacral, which rises up to the solar plexus and the throat, because we're all connected, right? They're all connected. So one always affects another. So I'm seeing this one connected to the sacral, affecting the solar plexus and the throat. Recalibrating. Don't tell people what they want to hear. Don't be afraid of speaking your truth because you're afraid to hurt people. Lies hurt more than truths, no matter how small. And even if at first their emotions get the better of them, they will process it and be thankful once and for all. Ooh. That was a nice release. Something to do here with family ties also for somebody. I see like a mother and father almost divided, or... Whoa. Processing like home environment stuff here. Mother and father, both mother and father coming through here in the sacral. And I feel it all the way up the feminine side, so the right side of the body, from the sacral to the solar plexus. And that's where I feel it the most. We forgot what love was. Do not let past stuff dictate and determine where your love flows and grows. Being allowed and requiring letting go of what happened in the past, not assuming it's going to happen to you. Not assuming you're going to carry it forward, because you're here to heal it, to set it free and do differently. True unconditional love applied. Going down now into the root chakra. That recalibration is still implementing. Like I said, it will take 3 to 6 days to process, depending upon you. For whoever's ready for that. You must be ready for that. It's a new earth component. That means you're following the path of the sun. That means you're doing the work. You're following your heart center, listening to spirit, those kinds of things. Clearing karma as you go through choices of love and new earth or matrix. So in the root, I have a little bit of like what looks like murky brown in there. I'm going to cleanse. It's towards the center and back side. So I'm going to bring in more sun and moon here and the northern star. I'm also hearing chalcedony. So I'm bringing in the stone of Chalcedony into your root chakra. Putting it right in the center backside of the root chakra, like towards your back. Foundation, shifting, support, and a little bit of a dark night of the soul processing. Reflections. The whole world is a reflection of you. Use it internally to heal what needs to be healed. And we must correct our mistakes. That's how we clear karma. And then I also see the past life stuff coming through here too. So I go to somebody's childhood. So I see them as like a 6-year-old, maybe a 3 to 6-year-old. Lessons of the past where we forgot who we were. Different things. Almost like trauma. But it's not about going backwards. It's about bringing that part of ourselves forward and knowing we are safe now and releasing all that judgment, ego, false timelines, fear, everything that took us apart from our truth when we were little. That's what healing our child is about. Releasing everything that we were programmed into as we got older. Taking us back to the wholeness of our self, our soul. So there's a disconnection here in somebody's childhood. It's almost like I can't go into the space where my imagination, there it was, somebody detached from their imagination. But we need it for creation. It's part of heaven's vibrations, new earth applied. Everything comes from an imagination of someone, somewhere. Don't lose the imagination. Time for heaven's creation, bringing you back to the creator that you are with the great northern star. Who cares if we're perfect? There is no perfection. That's judgment. Don't judge me. I let myself be free. Do you do the same? Balakaya eteo, balakaya loto I just felt the root shift like on its access point and just opened up. And now all that light is going down through a cord connection through you into your earth star chakra and into the earth, into the water grid. Also connecting with the roots of the trees that are all around you and me. Oh, I was crying hard. I have a little runny nose now. Forgive me. So I'm anchoring all that in now. That was quite beautiful and quite profound. It was quite powerful, and I'm just grateful for that opportunity. And I cried like a baby for a moment there. So now I'm being called, we're going to continue this, to call in the sunstone. Up in the moonstone pyramid together. I'm hearing coding of a limited mind, undoing and detaching. And then I see Mount Shasta, which was not of light. You can watch that clearing on my other channel as well. It's a part of the veil of illusion. Hui oya. Now Shamuel is coming in with pinks and green rays of beautiful healing love. So allow those to emanate through you. He's like pouring it down like liquid gold. Pinks and green rays going down that center line that I just opened up, filling your vessel so you can emanate and feel love again. Balance through love. Little recalibration of the northern star. I felt like we got a little out of balance there, so we're recalibrating it to the center line. Now, it is a new moon. So I want you to see your manifestations as seeds that you are planting. I want you to set your wishes into a seed and plant it into a pot and water it. Water that flower, water that wish. Plant the seed and water it. What do you wish to create? Plant it now. Archangel Ariel also coming in to help you plant and create that seed of creation. You are that. You deserve abundance. You are the creator of that abundance. What do you want? Dream it. Be it. Grow it. Nurture it. And don't tell anybody. Do not tell me what you're planting. Just plant it and grow it and nurture it. Create it. Follow those heart nudges and you will blossom that creation. Goddess Abundantia coming in to also help you manifest and create at your highest and best, emanating and radiating light, gratitude, joy, love. Tell you what, that healing I did, I still feel raw, and you might for a little while. The healings I do are very real. They take time to process. Your body will process it in layers in which I did it. So love yourself. Listen to your body, not the mind. I see a portal. So somebody is going through a portal because of showing up for this or these healings. I must say it's nobody I've worked with before. In any form, shape, or capacity. Except for these. Congratulations. It's written in your Akasha records. Somebody also has a purpose to fulfill. Almost like when God would give me scrolls on my journey, like you have a purpose to fulfill. There's something coming through here for you. They're calling you to maybe step forward, to do something you need to do for the betterment of all, and it's hard. It's a vulnerability, but they're calling you forward. They're calling you forward. letting you feel confident on your foundation. So now that I cleanse the internal, I'm clearing it out of your auric field. So it doesn't get stuck in your energy as it's releasing through your layers. Oh, goodness, sorry. Lots of releasing. That's a good thing. We don't judge it. We be grateful. We be grateful. Oh, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. We be grateful. We be grateful. Oh, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. I don't know about you, but this was quite a beautiful healing, I must say. Now I'm going to begin finishing, but we're not quite done yet, but we are almost done. This may have been a long one, but it's what Spirit called for. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious me. God says, people will see me even if others try to stop it. Because it must be done. Oh, excuse me. So now I'm being drawn to just calm the energy, to begin anchoring it all in, and there's still some releasing that will continue. The releasing is not finished. It will continue. So you could feel it, okay, in whatever way your body needs to release it. And sometimes it happens through like diarrhea. Sometimes it happens in ways we don't expect. But if whatever happens, just know it's temporary and you're going to be just fine. You will feel so much better on the other side. Every day, speak through the I ams. I am confident. Somebody needs to say that every day. I am confident. I am capable. I am centered. I am aligned. I am worthy. I am a creator. And I am forgiving. And I am forgiven. And you can start fully taking your focus. If you were with me the whole way, you may not be fully in your reality. So you can start taking your focus into your body. Focus on your feet and wiggle them. Wiggle your toes. Feel the earth or the world or your floor beneath your feet. Drawing your focus up your legs to your knees. Bend your leg if you can. Move your knee. Drawing your focus up further towards your thighs and your hips. Towards your tummy, your chest. Take a deep breath. Your arms, move your shoulders and your neck. Oh. Oh. Down your arms to your elbows, your wrists and your hands. Move your fingers and your wrists and your arms. Up to your face, your awareness, your hair, your skin, your mouth, your expressions. Hone it all in. Fully becoming present again. My third eye is tingling like crazy. Oh my. This was amazing. I'll tell you what. I'm going to end this one out by putting a little lavender on my forehead because that's what Spirit is calling for. And I will also bless you with a little lavender. Beautiful. This was amazing. I thank you all for being here. I am so grateful for you. Have I told you lately how much I love you? Have I told you lately how grateful I am for you? And if you don't mind, share the love. Sharing is caring. Like, subscribe, and share this out so that we can heal many to New Earth. It may help more than you know, Spirit says. That's what Spirit is asking for, is warriors of love and light who wish to show the truth and shine the light and support each other in all that we do. So much love, my friends. Thank you for being you. I love you. Till next time. Signing off.